welcome to my vlog. And this time around, I have decided that I will stop adding subtitles because I want to finally narrate my vlog. And this trip will be extra special because my baby is going to Europe with me. I shall stop yapping and let's start with day 1. We already got a huge surprise before we set off for our trip. So I ordered a maxi grab because Carbon has a dog crate that's super big and I thought it was just those van cars, but a luxurious van has came to pick us up. Then we arrived at the airport and I think Carbon knows what's going on, so he was super nervous and I'm trying my best to calm him down. At the check-in area, after the staff confirmed all my paperwork, Carbon is ready to go. The staff then added some extra cable tie as a safety precaution. And it's now time to say goodbye to Carbon. Bye-bye!
Oh my.
We then went to a lounge to grab some supper before we board the plane. Arrived at the Netherlands and it's time to pick up Carbon.
What a boy? Boy, boy! Mommy! 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 Oh, cute, cute, cute! 听有听到清晰的Carbon的凄惨的叫声。
He was extremely angry for the long flight, but now that we have arrived at Burger King, he's happy again. He's a happy dog as long as there is food for him. And it's time to pick up our rental car because we have chosen to drive this time round instead of taking public transport. And Carbon looks so excited. As you can hear, Carbon is whining again. He really doesn't like to be in the crate. We have already tried to get the biggest car that we can find, but it's still a bit small for all our luggages. And with that, it's time to start our road trip. This is Carbon's first time overseas and it's also his first time in a Europe country. Here we have arrived at our hotel for the night. And you know, I was so worried that Carbon might not be able to adapt to the new environment, but he seems quite comfortable already. He even jumped up the table to, I don't know, demonstrate his confidence. Today is the day that I moved into my student accommodation. And yes, I'm here to study. We then clean up the room because it's really quite dirty. We also visit the local second-hand store to stock up some stuff. And I'm carrying Carbon on my back so that he doesn't go around and destroy things. On a side note, he looks super cute in this tiny backpack. It makes him look so small. And then we went back to our room and continued cleaning up. It's a small room, but there's really a lot of things to clean. It's day 2 and it's the official start of our Europe road trip. Our first stop is Cologne and here is the famous Cologne Cathedral. For lunch, we have the famous pork rib. And then we drove to our next destination, Würzburg. This is Carbon's first time seeing a train and he's like wondering what is this big moving thing. And he falls asleep afterwards. We have arrived at Würzburg, but we are facing one problem, which is we can't find the car park. And again, Carbon looks super adorable here. It's day 3 and today our goal is to explore Würzburg. And first stop, we need to have breakfast. So we ordered a cake and a pizza looking thing. We then went to a hardware store to try to find a rice cooker. We then went for lunch afterwards. For lunch, we are having ramen. And Carbon is also here with us. This is his first time in a Japanese restaurant. We then drove to Rothenburg after we finished exploring. After exploring Rothenburg, we then drove to our next destination, Nördlingen. We then passed by some apple tree, which we actually stopped the car to come down and look at these apple trees. Because we live in a tropical region where there is no apple tree, so we are very excited to see one. And here is Carbon picking his favorite apples. Then we passed by this super beautiful field. Like the golden crops just make it look so dreamy and beautiful. Here we are finally at Nördlingen. For those who don't know, Nördlingen is said to have inspired the city of Shiganshina from Attack on Titan. Okay, let's cut it right there and continue with our room tour. So tonight's Airbnb is slightly bigger. There's 2 beds, one for me, one for Carbon. We then went to a local Chinese restaurant for dinner. And this is again Carbon's first time in a Chinese restaurant. This is our dinner. They look amazing, aren't they? They even came with a dessert. And I just want to say that the night at Nördlingen feels very quiet and very peaceful. It's an early morning and Carbon is already wearing his Chosahera's cape. We are now at one of the walls in the town. I would say it's really similar to those in the anime, so it brings a special feelings to AOT fans like me. And this is how the towns look like. It's actually quite nice. We then head off to the tower, which is the main reason why we came here. And surprise, surprise, we have to climb up the tower. Yes, we have this false illusion that there is an elevator that takes us all the way up to the tower. But as you can see here, there are only stairs. After many minutes of climbing, we are dismayed to find out that we are only at level 3. There are many more to go. The good things is, you get to enjoy the many drawings left by AOT fans from all around the world. After multiple stops and rests, we are finally here.
You will know you're reborn tonight. Must be right, but I'll stay by your side.
So it's actually a pretty small tower. Basically, you just go up to the top of this tower and just walk one round, and that's about it. But I guess standing from an AOT fan's perspective, it really seems like you are looking at Shiganshina. And also here's a tips. If you tell the staff at the tower that you are an AOT fan, they will kindly pass you a book which contains all the notes left by AOT fans. We then went back to the same Chinese restaurant that we visited yesterday for lunch. Our next stop is a shopping outlet, and we are here to shop for some branded goods. We are at Burberry and it's Carbon's first time to be in a branded shop. He looked really bored though. Here is all our purchase and I'm just sitting here waiting for my parents to shop. And of course, Carbon is here with me. He walked so much today, but he's really not tired at all. Back in the hotel, it's getting quite cold, so I put on a sweater for Carbon. And he's looking so cute! Isn't he adorable? Aww, here he's asking for some food with his cute bunny ears. It's day 5 and we are at Munich. We have arrived yesterday actually, so the hotel that you see from the last clip is from Munich. We then noticed that there is a crowd forming at the square, so we decided to stop and check it out. Our next stop is Louis Vuitton, and Carbon seems so excited the moment he walked into the store. Maybe he thinks I'm buying LV for him? And then it's time for lunch. Our next stop is Neuschwanstein's Castle. I am very sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. We have arrived at our destination, and no, we are not gonna visit the castle because we have already entered the castle a few years ago. We are here just to observe it from afar and also let Carmen see the famous castle. And I kid you not, this road is so good for dog walking. Like, it's the perfect place to walk a dog. Oh, I wish I could walk my dog here every day. After visiting the castle, we then head off for dinner. And that is the end for Germany. Our next stop is Switzerland. And as you can see, we have already crossed the border. And the sunset view is amazing. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.